everybody, welcome back to the Biotopes. So we are in the fish room, finally. Pardon me for the echo in here. That'll, I think, get better over time as we fill this space up. But we have 4 walls and we are starting to plan out the room. And the first step is gonna get the drainage system set. So let's take a look at that. So here we are in the room. There's the door to the outside. This is the wall that we put up. And then, painted everything. This is all the other walls are all set. What I've got planned out here are the racks. So right here will be a rack of 20 highs. So we'll have 2 there, kind of on end, 2 there, and then I think a couple 10s up at the top. So that will be for quarantine, any breeding, grow outs, that type of stuff will be on this rack here. And then this will be a double rack of 75s. So rack is of 75 and a 75. We'll start about 17 inches or so off the ground will be the bottom of those bottom tanks. The 20s will be a little bit lower. We'll start those lower in the ground. Come around here will be the other stack of 75s there. And then the other stack of 75s will be in that corner there. So now that we've got it planned out, the other thing, I had some small cracks in the mortar of the cinder blocks. So I just grabbed some mortar repair and it's just this quick-crete mortar repair. We'll see how that works. I'll paint it black once after it dries, but super cheap. It's like $3 something for this whole thing. I'm gonna see if that works. And because I can see in the daytime, I can see a little bit of light shining through those couple spaces. So I wanna see how that goes. And now really the first step, now that we're in here, is to get the drainage. So this is 1.5 inch PVC, and I have to thank Alex and Odin Aquatics. I'll put his link to his blog in the comments in the section here on the video. But he was a big help, kind of helped me talk through this. But this is 1.5 inch PVC. It's what he uses in his fish room. And what I'm gonna do, this is a 10-foot piece. So you see we're just under 10 feet end to end here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drill a hole down here and fit that PVC in. Obviously we'll cut it. And the other side of that is a black corrugated pipe that runs out to our backyard. So all the tanks draining with overflows through this pipe and out. So here in Ohio, it's a 1/4 inch per foot of slope. So we'll come out of that hole. We'll take a quick left there and we'll run that to drain these. And then we'll also have it run kind of at a slope here to drain these 2 tanks, and then turn the corner and run a drain here to drain these 4 tanks. And we'll just drill overflows, like I said, and it'll just run out right out that drainage pipe. So I just got 1 piece of 10-foot PVC just to kind of get started. I've got some fittings. These are just elbows. Got a couple, let's see, 1, 2 elbows. I got a corner here because I'll have to make this corner, something like that, wherever that ends up being in here to make that line. And then this is a T. This T will go kind of coming out here. So it'll send it, going 2 ways. So that'll be that. And then I got this kind of tri-split, because what I'll do is I'll come off of that pipe there, probably with like an elbow, something like this on the end, and then this will, you know, sit here, and I'll have the, you know, drains from the tanks going into this and then out. So obviously we'll keep you up to date as we go along on the build. And my next big kind of worry is getting that hole drilled and you know, making sure I don't hit any walls. Hopefully there's no rebar in there. I don't think there should be. I try to get the hollow space of that block while keeping it as far in that corner as I can. So it's gonna be super exciting. We're getting real close. But the first step is the drainage. So stick around, it's gonna be fun. pick it out, get all the way through there. Okay. And now I can get this insulated PVC nicely through. And that will be the drainage that'll go outside to the corrugated pipe. So let's go check outside. Okay, so there's the pipe, and we're gonna run this right down into this pipe that's going out into the yard. And it'll be perfect. It'll come right around. We'll make it work around that downspout right in there. So let's start putting that together. So this is what I used. It's a spider drill bit, like a hole saw. It's made for masonry, for a concrete block. It's a pretty large hex attachment here that I barely had a drill for. This is not even a like hammer drill. This is my hammer drill driver, and this is just a drill. And that was super easy for this bit. So I would absolutely recommend the Spider. This is a 2-inch, it's a 2-inch drill bit for 1.5 PVC. And as you see, it just fits absolutely perfectly. But this ate it right up. I mean, the drill depth's only like a couple inches. So, you know, it doesn't quite go all the way, so just over 2 inches. So you had to go from both ends and then knock some out and get in there deeper. But I mean, it was super easy. And this is nice because it has like an easy release. So the core stuff, I can just take that right out. And carbide bit for masonry, for like concrete block. But I couldn't recommend that enough. It's made it super nice. I was trying to drill with this carbide tip drill, and it was a nightmare. This, super fast, super easy, definitely worth. This was, I think altogether for this piece and the actual like drill was $35 for both of these. So well worth it. So here we are. There is the nub coming in. Now, so what I'll do is I'll connect this T. So one will go this way in the room, one will go this way. I've got just some mortar repair stuffed in around that PVC pipe. I've got enough of the PVC pipe that will fit in through here. It's like 1.5 inches. Because I don't want to waste any space. I want to keep it tight to the wall as much as I can. This is just weighting it so that it kind of lifts it up a little bit. This is kind of pushing down and lifting that pipe up because we want to have a slight kind of decline as we go in. So I want it to dry like that. It'll take about 24 hours or so for it to fully set and be ready for paint. Tomorrow we'll check it, see how sealed that edge is. I'm gonna stuff like a little rag in there overnight, just to, you know, keep it relatively temperate in here. It's like 20 degrees outside, plus I don't want animals or anything else get in. So that's how it will be on the inside. Let's go take a look at the outside. Here's the outside. It's too cold out to put mortar around this edge. We'll have to wait till that warms up a little bit. It's gotta be 40 degrees. But just a little PVC, an elbow down, and it runs underneath into this pipe. So if we take this off gently, flip frozen, and then there we are into the corrugated pipe that again runs out to the yard. And that's how the drainage will go boop down and then right out, and that'll be, you know, 75 to 80 degree water. And getting there, man. That's huge. That's awesome. So we'll set this back in place. And there we go, man. So we'll let that set on the inside, and then we'll start building the drainage on the inside. And again, we'll wait till it warms up to kind of seal this outside edge here. A couple of updates today. So I put some foam insulation between the, I guess this is a footer and this drywall. There's just a little bit of a crack, and in certain spots you could kind of see daylight on the other side and feel some cold air come through. So I just put a real small bead all along this wall, all the way around, to really insulate that and keep any drafts or you know, bugs, that type of stuff out. Also, remember I patched up the cracks here with that mortar repair and painted it, and that seems to be a lot better. You can't see through there anymore. In terms of our drainage, this is still drying. It's not super sturdy. I'm really trying kind of a cost-effective way to do this, but I've got my drain pipe here attached. I'm gonna give it another day before I put that T on and connect it to this leg of the drainage. So that's just drying, and I'll show you outside here in a second, but I just attached this just as a slight kind of decline here. What I'll have here is just a little elbow, and then I've got this kind of three-way you know, valve to come off manifold, or I will have the drainage kind of from the tanks on this rack of 20s and 10s. We'll drain to that, and that'll be kind of attached. Get this apart. This will be attached like essentially like this, and the drainage from those tanks will feed into there. So that'll go there. So again, just waiting right to the dry and get a little sturdy, a little more sturdy for that. So let's go outside. I'll show you where we're at there. So there's the drainage there. Hopefully you guys can see that. I'll put some mortar repair around that pipe. It's just about 40 degrees outside, so it's gonna take a long time to set. I wanted to wait till it was warmer, but it's not gonna be like that for a few days, this warm for a few days, so I wanted to get that in there so it could start setting. So we'll wait till that dries, and then we'll connect the other side. So that's the drainage there, again, heading out to the yard. And let's head back inside. So I want to just give a shout out to Alex from Odin Aquatics. He was the one that really helped me out, give me the idea to do this drainage and how to set this up. He's got a great blog, which I'll link up above here in this video. So make sure you check out his stuff. He's got some great insights on fish room builds and all kinds of DIY projects. But so we'll wait till that gets dried, and then we'll attach this end of it and get a little elbow, get that end, and then all we've got to do is run some PVC here and here along this side for our drainage. And again, we'll have manifold here, manifold here, manifold here to put those drain lines into. So exciting, finally getting things done here inside the fish room.